Have you ever wondered why Surah Al-Fatiha is recited in every single prayer multiple times a day? It's not only because it is the opening chapter of the Quran, but because it carries within it secrets that can completely transform your life. Hidden inside this short surah are words that are more powerful than we realize, words that, when recited with the heart, can unlock blessings, remove obstacles, and open doors you never thought possible. Many of us recite Surah Al-Fatiha daily, yet we rush through it without feeling its depth. But if you pause and truly reflect on its meaning, you will discover a direct key to Allah's help, guidance, and mercy. In this video, we will explore the two words in Surah Al-Fatiha that hold this life-changing power, and how saying them with sincerity can bring divine support in every area of your life. 1. Importance of Surah Al-Fatiha. Surah Al-Fatiha is the heart of the Quran and the foundation of every Muslim's prayer. Without it, Salah is incomplete, showing its unmatched importance in our daily lives. It is the very first chapter of the Quran, revealed as a gift to humanity, and it contains within it a summary of the entire message of Islam. This surah is called Al-Fatiha, the opening, because it opens not only the Quran, but also the path to guidance, mercy, and closeness to Allah. Every time we recite it, we are essentially opening a conversation with our Creator. Unlike other surahs, Al-Fatiha is unique because it is both a supplication and a dialogue. We praise Allah, we declare our servitude, and then we seek His guidance. Its constant repetition in our prayers is a reminder that true success in life begins with turning to Allah with humility and sincerity. 2. The two words within Surah Al-Fatiha. The most powerful declaration lies in the words Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'een. These words carry a weight that can change a believer's entire outlook on life. Iyaka na'budu means you alone we worship. It is a pledge of loyalty, a declaration that all acts of devotion, whether prayer, charity, or sacrifice, are directed only to Allah. It removes the possibility of seeking acceptance from people or turning to anything besides Him in matters of worship. Then comes Iyaka nasta'een. You alone we ask for help. This is the believer's ultimate cry of dependence, admitting that no strength, wealth, or intelligence can succeed without Allah's aid. It transforms weakness into power because the servant acknowledges the true source of support. Together, these words combine submission and reliance, forming a spiritual key that unlocks Allah's guidance, protection, and mercy in every aspect of life. 3. Meaning of these words. The phrase, Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'een, is not only a statement, but a complete way of life. Its meaning goes beyond words. It defines the believer's relationship with Allah. When we say, Iyaka na'budu, we are acknowledging that worship is not limited to prayer alone. Every action, from how we earn, speak, and treat others, becomes an act of worship when done for Allah's sake. It purifies intentions, ensuring that even small deeds carry immense value in His sight. Iyaka nasta'een highlights that while effort is necessary, outcomes rest solely in Allah's hands. It trains the heart to stay humble in success and patient in hardship. This dual meaning balances our life. We strive through worship and obedience, but we also surrender our results to the one who controls everything. Reciting these words with awareness is a reminder that our entire existence depends on Allah alone. 4. Spiritual power. The spiritual power of Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'een lies in the way it directly connects the heart to Allah. These words strip away distractions, reminding us that no matter how chaotic life becomes, we are never alone. When recited with sincerity, they bring a sense of calm, because the soul realizes it is turning to the only one who truly listens and responds. Unlike ordinary speech, these words are a dialogue with Allah, and the believer feels that closeness instantly. They strengthen the bond between servant and creator, creating a shield against despair and hopelessness. Every repetition renews the heart's faith-planting seeds of trust and reliance. The spiritual impact extends beyond prayer. It changes how one views, challenges relationships, and ambitions. By internalizing these words, a believer gains inner peace and resilience, knowing that Allah's support is always near. 5. Promise of Allah's help. When a believer recites Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'een with sincerity, it is not just a statement, but a plea that Allah has promised to answer. Throughout the Quran, Allah reassures us that whoever turns to Him with reliance will never be left abandoned. His help may not always appear in the way we expect, but it comes in the form that is best for us, sometimes through guidance, sometimes through protection, and other times through unexpected openings in life. This verse reflects a divine guarantee that Allah's assistance is closer than we think. It reminds us that no closed door remains locked when Allah wills it to open. By declaring our servitude and seeking His aid, we align ourselves with His mercy and power. The promise is clear. When we sincerely depend on Allah, He responds by granting relief, strength, and solutions beyond our imagination. 6. Practical application. The real benefit of Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'een comes when these words are practiced, not just recited. In daily life, this means consciously aligning our actions with the principle of worshipping Allah alone. For example, when faced with a decision, we pause and ask ourselves, is this pleasing to Allah? This transforms ordinary choices into acts of devotion. Seeking help from Allah in practice means turning to Him first before anyone else. When difficulties arise, instead of relying solely on people or material means, the believer begins with dua salah and remembrance. This does not negate effort, but places Allah at the center of that effort. By living these words, we create a balance, striving with our hands while keeping our hearts tied to Allah. Over time, this consistent practice strengthens faith, brings clarity, and allows us to experience Allah's help in tangible ways. 7. Life transformation. When Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'een is recited with the heart and lived through daily actions, it gradually reshapes a person's entire life. The believer begins to see trials not as punishments, but as opportunities to grow closer to Allah. With this perspective, fear and anxiety lose their grip, replaced by patience and trust. This transformation is not limited to the inner self. It reflects in outward behavior too. A person becomes more mindful, kinder in interactions, and stronger in facing challenges. Because the heart is anchored in Allah's support, disappointments no longer break them, and successes no longer make them arrogant. Over time, these words create a life of balance, where worship and reliance flow naturally in every moment. The believer walks with confidence, knowing that Allah is guiding each step, opening doors of ease, and granting peace that no worldly possession can provide. Alhamdulillah, we have seen how just a few words from Surah Al-Fatiha can carry the power to transform our lives. When you say, Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'een, with your heart, you are placing your trust in Allah, and He promises to open doors you thought were closed forever. If this reminder touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Intellect Deen for more inspiring Islamic content. May Allah fill your life with ease, blessings, and guidance. Comment below Ya Allah, open every closed door in my life with your mercy.